for St. Peter's this year when they really dedicated themselves to defense.
Banks creates some space, missed it. Shibwe cleans the glass.
With 2 hands, too. I love it.
He is a maestro on the glass.
Look at him post up, too. He takes up a lot of room down there.
Shibwe, first team All-American. Repost.
Yep, good move.
Ball fake, spin, double. Shibwe, kick out. Wheeler will fire. Connection for 3.
You know, I almost got that with the forearm just then.
Nadefo, 3-time MAC Defensive Player of the Year. Big-time shot blocker. Jumper, Wheeler, he's got it.
Nice space.
And Nadefo was welcomed back into the fold just before the season.
And how about this? He had 11 block shots against Quinnipiac earlier this year in February from a defensive perspective.
Clarence Rupert is back in. 60-58 St. Peter's. Brady, no opening there. Shibwe asking for it. Rupert overplaying him defensively. Wheeler drives in, finishes, and 1. Rebounded by Wheeler.
Rolling to his left for that jumper. Sometimes you can't get yourself straight up, and if the shot ends up drifting to the left like it just did.
The largest Kentucky lead has been 5 tonight. Brooks gives it up, gets it back. Who wants it for the Wildcats? High screen, Shibwe.
He wants it, I know that.
Wheeler, drive, got it!
And I've said this.
Span defensively. James down low. Adu, they're saying return to sender. Shibwe with the block. Davion Mintz in. Wheeler, free throw line extended. Got it. I love him taking that shot. It penetrates. Here it comes. No good from Washington. Offensive rebound, Davion Mintz. And a ball screen or ghost screen. It ghost screen by Brooks trying to send Wheeler downhill. Wheeler, somehow he got that up and over the iron. 47 to go. Ziegler had 8, all of them in the second half. Oh my God. How did Sahvir Wheeler get that up and in? Absolutely.
Shibwe wins the tip. Sahvir Wheeler, the nation's 3rd best assist man, runs the point for Kentucky.
Look for Kentucky to make Scottie Pippen work defensively. 3 games, 3 days, and get out in transition. Try to make fatigue be a factor in favor of the Wildcats.
First touch for Shibwe, guarded by the 7-footer Liam Robbins, whose length certainly affected Oscar. Florida lost its opener against Texas A&M, then the Aggies won again today. Studi short, Ware the board. Wheeler, 16-footer, got it.
That on the other end, you're going to call hand checks, call them down here.
Washington, 15-footer. Studi fighting for it. Somehow finds Shibwe, it always does. Wheeler, pull up. Got it. Wheeler has 11 assists. He'll take this.
This is where I think Florida has to try to attack some before Kentucky's defense gets set up.
Castleton kind of got pushed away by Shibwe, but he made that an awkward shot on the baseline. Wheeler is going to try the outside jumper and got it. Mintz to inbound. Shibwe thought about taking that jumper. Gets it back from Toppin. Wheeler, crossover dribble, and then a high arching layup with a left hand.
If he can get
Jones on the extra pass, his long threes a little too deep. Here comes Wheeler, running with Mintz. Wheeler by himself with a scoop shot. The second. Gets it down to the 10-point mark at the 8-minute mark. Brady way back out to Wheeler. Wheeler with a left hand runner, got it. Wow.
team is that for Wheeler.
Try to feed Castleton. Florida turns it over. And here comes Wheeler in a hurry. Quick ball movement by Kentucky to get it to Grady, but they'll have to bring it back out on top. Momentarily lost the handle and then got it up. Dropped it off. Certainly see they have the makings of one of those teams that might be there at the end.
For sure. And Florida just hasn't been able to crack through in a way to put any real pressure on Kentucky. It hasn't quite been a jog in the park for the Wildcats, but it hasn't been a real all-out sprint either. I mean, it's basically been a comfortable day doing what they came in here to do. Jump on the lead early, execute, be efficient, and thwart every rally that's
that ball to get started.
This is how Ole Miss counters with their starting five. Matt Burrell, he has blossomed in SEC play. Just missed one at the rim. Meanwhile, Sahvir Wheeler wants three. That's down. And Burrell says, I got another.
Kevin, he is a problem. He's all of 6'4". He sees a great rim. He makes vicious cuts to get himself open. And Ole Miss is a dangerous ball club. They won at LSU. They have been in a lot of games this year in the SEC.
Wheeler with the response. Brooks is doing some work. He's got the 6 points. He and Ole Miss shooting 50% from the field, but that's their 6th turnover. Wheeler, unconventional, but it went through.
He comes back with the NIL now in his favor and could play his way into a first-round guy next year. Not saying it's guaranteed, but it is certainly a possibility.
Beloved, I would say, at this point, not just in Lexington, around the college. Wakefield spins and almost spun right into Wheeler, who was trying to smack it away.
Spun himself into a hard shot, what he did.
The senior Mintz. The Wheeler. Quick drive. There's that
ball moving. Ole Miss hanging right in this game.
James White started his first game for this Rebels team over the weekend against Texas A&M. They're on a 12-4 run last 3 minutes.
Now goes just two circle for Ty. Burrell just chases him out of it and doesn't let him have a touch.
Kentucky with a perfect home record on the line today. Wheeler high off the glass.
Belong to the Razorbacks on their home floor with a 15-1 this year. Bote lost the handle. Kentucky looking to run. Sahvir Wheeler out in front. Got it. Kellen Grady. Grady didn't score in the first half and averages over 12 a game. Ty Washington normally about 13 a game too. Here's Sahvir Wheeler off the window. I don't think he... The window! Tie game. Wheeler changes that. Not only Razorbacks on, I think it's at CBS on it too. I want a pair of those. Arkansas has not gotten a point from its bench today. Sahvir Wheeler, who came off the bench, didn't start and just knocked down.
Bench points, Kentucky 16, only 2.
Johnson was the 2. And it's Kentucky down by 4. Wheeler will try 3. Got it. This one's clean.
It's a very physical box off on Oscar. James, no good. Sheboy tips it to himself. Wheeler the pull up. That's good. Sahvir Wheeler. Without any official word from Kentucky, it feels like Ty Washington is likely not to come back. Focusing on Sheboy. Will that demand a double team if there's a touch?
Wow, Wheeler all the way around another. And boy, that little jump shot, man, we see so many 6'11", 7-footers who have that mid-range jumper.
What's Mike White trying to do to Oscar Sheboy? Drag him away from the rim with the jump shooting ability of Colin Castleton.
Castleton has all 6. He and Grady with 6 each. And now Sheboy gets involved down in the low block. Wheeler has missed his last 19 shots, and he rattles one in. Game started, and Shibwe looks over at Cal like, what do you want me to do? You want me to come up on him? The threat of the ball screen drive knocks Shibwe off just enough for Castleton to become a jump shooter. Wheeler into the paint, throws it up and in. Can't let him go left back. They're going to be okay. Flo Famba is still a legit 7-footer. Yep. With no arc three-point attempt, and it was knocked around, and it's Wheeler who comes away with it. Sahvir Wheeler. All of a sudden, down number 14. He just bounces people out of the way, doesn't he? And it's not just the orange jerseys. He will bounce a white jersey out of the way just as fast. Ellen Grady, 12 points. He started knocking down threes early as Wheeler throws one up and in. Sahvir Wheeler.
Sophomore from Denton, Texas, who's really been coming on lately. The first bucket of the game.
Both these teams play a similar style. They like to get downhill, force help. What a drive.
Under 2 points per game. Abaji, light foot, good little fake, but can't finish it.
A good little two-man game on the open side. And when Abaji curled, that made Mitch Lightfoot wide open for that little pocket pass.
Almost 8 minutes in, Abaji, the leading scorer in the Big 12 at better than 21 a game, still scoreless in this one.
Much more coming up at the half.
Holly, thank you. Kentucky plus 10 on the glass and plus 14 on the scoreboard right now. 3.5 to go, first half.
I see Abaji on Ty Washington playing man-to-man. And then DeJuan Harris on Kellen Grady. And the other three Jayhawks in a triangle defense right now. So they're essentially playing a three-man zone.
Obviously something that you don't see very often. You probably don't practice playing against hardly at all. And then Wheeler with
eye on the rebounding difference tonight. More blow by Shibwe, block. Loose ball, and here comes Kentucky again. Wheeler flies in, gets fouled, lays it up and in. He barreled. Good job blocking shots. They got 3 of them already, and every time there's a paint touch, there's a hand up.
Right, as long and as big as Kentucky is, they play big at the rim.
Yeah,
a lot of long teams, they don't play big at the rim. Kentucky does.
And yet they don't have the Colin Castletons or the Kesslers. They don't have the 7'2" guy. Do play big though. 7 on the shot clock. Wheeler. Blow by. How about that?
You can't let him go. Right. Which I said, you must have been a really bad kid because you are a brick wall. So he got up to doing 100
at a time.
At a time. That's how strong he is.
Whoa, Sahvir Wheeler.
Kentucky gave him no outlet.
Quick reset. Both teams in the bonus. Mississippi State 2 timeouts. 1 timeout left. Kentucky 2. Wheeler. That's pretty.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, good advice. Nice slip.
And another turnover. And again, Grady ahead to Wheeler with an easy lay.
Pretty. Well, he loves the elbow in particular.
Barely touched it so far. And a missed attempt there by Cardwell, who should have had the flush.
Wheeler should have taken the floater's pretty good.
Got it anyway.
Yeah, smart.
Between the legs of Shibwe, and that didn't work. Another turnover. And another 3 on the other end. Brooks keeps it alive.
Well, he gets a clean look, Brady. You expect it to go down.
Kentucky on a 9-0 run. Make it 11-0. And 6 straight for Wheeler. Those long arms of Jabari Smith on the inbounds.
See if they're going to pin down on this.
Auburn has picked up the defensive heat here. Wheeler backs away and buries a jumper.
Nice step back, too. Over the coach, I wouldn't look at him, though. I'm afraid he might tell me where to go. He wants to play all 40. Nice cross screen. Little America's play, pin down.
Vince wanted to feed the post and now tries. Got it back. And they got an open look out of that. And they got a 3 out of that.
Well, they haven't really.
We've been waiting for that one.
A little pump fake. Fight.
His first point's a big one. Wheeler on the drive with the answer.
Mass destruction.
double-digit lead as we approach 4 minutes at Auburn. Wheeler. Wow, what a move to get around a 7'1".
And then a steal by Collins.
You know, Mintz now in the lineup has been outstanding. Maybe he can settle this Kentucky team down.
Wheeler that time takes it.
Trying to block out 6-0.
Wheeler now hounded by Marcus Williams. Mintz takes it strong around the horn into the hands of Wheeler on an open three, and that drive.
Boy, they have not shot the ball well, though.
They continue to struggle at the line, 5 for 10, but an offensive rebound.
They'll be happy to change ends, partner, at halftime.
Yes, they will. Wheeler with a shot clock is off. We'll see where Kentucky goes for the final shot attempt.
Grady in one corner, Mintz in the other corner.
Well, we see a drive and kick by Wheeler. There's the drive, the spin. Oh, Wheeler! Wow. In between two defenders. Washington. No. Shibwe. Wheeler unloads a three. Got it from the top, and we're
in league play. And again, the defense has been outstanding. They are second per KenPom in defensive efficiency, but sometimes they struggle to put the ball in the basket.
Big matchup. Vescovy guarding Ty Washington, and Washington has been really efficient of late. Had that 17-assist game when Sahvir Wheeler was out against Georgia.
Holly mentioned Wheeler back in. That's him with the ball. The transfer from Georgia off the glass and good.
By Fulkerson, and those are the shots that Tennessee has to hit. Last 5 games, Tennessee's only hit over 40% in one of those games.
Wheeler all the way to the bucket. No help defense. High off the glass and good.
The screen was out top, and it was a backward screen. So the screener wasn't facing the action. That way he could get to the rim and rebound it. What a great play by Kennedy Chandler.
So well when he was gone. I know they need him, but he was really proud of how Ty stepped up in his absence, what you're talking about.
Well, one of the differences when Wheeler's in there is you can play offense. So at times you can clog things up. He made that shot, but he's not known.
In Kellen Grady, there are a lot of good pieces on this Kentucky team. Here they come again. Grady shovels it to Wheeler.
Just Tennessee really be able to run its offense. You know, the staggers, wrapping that first screen, reversing the ball and getting something easy.
Wheeler with a floater, soft touch.
Rick Barnes crazy. I think they were expecting the second action, got scored on the first.
And now another Tennessee turnover. Whoop. He got lucky that Shibwe was in the neighborhood there.
That wasn't luck. He knew that Oscar would get it for him. When the ball's around Oscar, he gets it.
Wheeler for three.
And this, I mean, they ran away from Vanderbilt. They didn't handle the last several minutes of the game very well. In fact, they got outscored 16-0 to end the game, and he was none too happy about it. Wants to see his team finish this one off.
Outside of basketball, besides the basketball, Tubby Smith, outstanding human being, a great guy to know.
Of course, one of the sons for Tubby was on that team.
Terrific drive and dish, and Gordon has a bucket underneath.
And that time the freshman Brookshire does the same, gets into penetration. Somebody's going to have to step in Missouri or try to double, get the ball out of his hands.
Brooks came flying over to try to block the shot. He effected it, and now Grady on the run. Wheeler with the left hand once again.
More on to say a quiet 20. That's how John Calipari describes his prolific outings from time to time. Shibwe boxes out, another rebound for the big man. That's his 7th.
Missouri's going to have to make some shots. They're 355th out of 358 in the country in three-point percentage. So this is just something that's bothered them all season long.
After halftime, and has turned it over 3 times. Kobe Brown, not that time. Wheeler into the paint, lays it up, but he flings it to Pickett. So a new 20 for the Tigers. DeGray
Down and out. Boy, they're Missouri 4 of 16 from deep. Yep.
Yeah, transition, open three.
That's been the struggle this year for Missouri. They score the fewest points of any SEC team. Wheeler
against North Carolina, but you got to move the basketball from side to side against zone.
McKnight, no good. Shebway rips down a defensive rebound, and Kentucky will try to run. Wheeler free throw jumper. That's good.
Nice flare to the corner by Grady. He's starting to look like that natural scorer that he was at Davidson the last 2 games.
Pretty good three-point shooter in the NBA who played at Davidson.
Pretty good?
Pretty good. Changing the game.
Good transition.
Yeah, I can see the wheels in your head spinning, but the reason that was open was because Shebway ran the floor again. Wheeler, right down the middle, lays it up.
Wheeler with a little rag now on R.J. Davis.
Now Wheeler doing a good job, and he comes up with a steal. And Wheeler with the dish.
Gonna make you think a little bit.
Boston Garcia's first basket.
He and Manick are a nice little combo, aren't they?
Yeah.
Manick will see, can shoot it, can post up as well.
Ooh, Washington almost slips. Wheeler.
Once again, going left.
Gets it back with 7 on the shot clock. And again with the left hand off the window.
Well, you've got to jump on that arm.
And found it.
Ooh, bad gamble. Turn him in. That sellout is the big fella to the rim.
Wheeler, left hand, right side, 6. Out of Oak Park, Illinois.
Knows how to finish, too.
And Wheeler with a steal. And the layup. He's got 8.
And Mintz tagging in pretty good. Tough
Davis, really tough.
Whew.
Wheeler, he'll take the shot from the outside. Here Wheeler is in double figures.
Little high-low action here. They cut the duck in.
Garcia
nice
had it stripped.
Wheeler.
And now Wheeler with a left hand in the window. 12 for Sahvir Wheeler.
Giving it up for him. It must be the shoes, the pinkies.
The pink shoes are doing it. Cutting the lead down to 11. Wheeler. Outside jumping.
What a half. His stroke. I love that little back screen of the ball screener. Steps.
Wheeler in some traffic. He just stepped into no man's land.
Nice things on that defensive end. And, you know, Garcia, talented kid. We mentioned about his abilities to make threes. Does have a post. Look at going right this
Wheeler
time.
with a blow by.
I know slipped in between. Trying to ice it one way.
Wheeler.
I think he got a little really.
It's almost 6'10".
Amazing, isn't it? He's playing with a lot more joy, I think. And watching him last year, just developed that inside. Look at the cross step.
Come on, Sahvir.
So Marcus Camby was there.
Julius Irving was there.
Yeah. Jackie Lehman was the old coach there. He's got one. They named the court after Cal.
That's nice.
I got a restroom on the turnpike.
And your phone's probably there. You have a propensity to lose your phone in weird spots.
So we had discussions all day today about Kellen Grady. Great. Wheeler on a steal and a bucket. So
make up for a mistake to start the break on the other end.
Grady led the way in the first half, 9 points on 3 3-pointers. Wheeler on a pull-up. Sahvir Wheeler from 18.
They're not, but that's a good job of creating that passing lane right there. Making Sahvir Wheeler, the defender, commit to you. Nice little easy pass.
Another pull-up from Wheeler, saying, hey,
go on.
Shebway just takes it away from Wheeler.
But he'd come up with a tough rebound for you. Just stolen that weak side lob. Kellen Grady said, that'll make it easy for everybody.
Shebway the rebound, off to Wheeler. Here's the tempo. Ty Washington.
Don't reach.
Oh, Wheeler intercepts that pass. Sahvir to the basket.
That's a lot of math, man. I don't even.
Well,
him, no.
He seemed a lot smarter than you and I when we were talking to him, just so you know.
I'm glad. I don't know if anybody explained me. Understood me.
Sahvir Wheeler with his second layup. Now a takeaway. Sahvir takes it himself, and the finger roll is Shibwe. And he just owns the paint. Here's Wheeler.
Set up for a three. Ty Washington was already set up for a three, and Shibwe had already gotten down the floor.
Boy, Wheeler just grinding out this possession.
It was that close. He could jump that high. That's still going up. That was at the. Could have been right there at the pinnacle of it.
6'9" with a 42-inch vertical leap. That's not fair.
No. He just jumps as high as he has to, not as high as he can.
Because they're going backwards.
Shibwe left that one short. He's now 7 out of 10 at the free throw line, but another opportunity is Wheeler.
He's moving a little bit, but you show those hands and you don't go forward, you got a chance of getting that call.
Sahvir Wheeler.
So far, so good.
In and out, just off the mark for Perry. Here comes Wheeler.
Oh.
I don't know how you stop him.
It looked like Kevin McHale.
Well, Doles transfers in from Drexel, a grad transfer, coming off a season-high 6 against Eastern Kentucky, and that one goes down for Wheeler. Another opportunity here for Horton. Kicks it out to the corner, and Hutchinson can't get it to go. Allen, good rebound. Here's Wheeler on the open floor. Takes it himself. Little contact and got it to go.
Ohio does. They stretch. They fire threes, and right now they're hitting them.
McDay more than capable.
Used to winning and competing in a good league in the MAC. They didn't come here just so they could pop on the SEC network. They came here to win a basketball game. Good take that time by
Washington leading the break, and he's just so, again, I've used this term, he's so mature with the ball.
Yeah. Mintz. Came a hot potato into the hands of Wheeler. Around the screen from Shibwe. Wheeler. Crossover. Floater. Got it. We're on the board. And Cal says pump the brakes with 90 seconds and counting. The Wildcats in control of this game now. Ohio made it interesting for a while. The Kentucky suffocating defense in the second half. Wheeler, Shibwe picked it up. And a career game for Ty Washington. Wheeler with the hoop and hard.
Perry, he wanted to average 20 rebounds a game. Cal said I was going to push him and suggest 22, but then I thought, 20's pretty good. Here's Wheeler with the step through and off the glass.
The one thing Kentucky has not done on the defensive end is they've really not bothered Mount St. Mary's from running their offense.
Wheeler with the jump shot.
On the floor, that want to kind of get up and down and maybe get loose a little bit.
Biggest surprise in the first half, Kellen Grady did not take a shot. Great shooter, 2,000-point scorer at his previous stop at Davidson. Here's Sahvir Wheeler all the way in, and nice little miss and 5 blocks to send them out to the NCAA tournament.
Where they nearly won in one of the first 4 games. They got beat by Texas Southern by 4 points.
Irvington Catholic, and the funny part is when I was there earlier this season for a pro day, he was coming out of the locker room and I walked in through the tunnel. That counts as a no board for Shibwe, and he got lost going to the floor. I said, this has got to be the only time in your career you've ever gotten lost in a basketball arena. Wheeler with the as a lottery pick out of Georgia, but didn't have that level of talent surrounding the rest of the floor for Tom Crean. And so Sahvir Wheeler really had incredible freedom at Georgia. When you look at the assist numbers, you have to put it in context for Matt Myers.
Washington. No. Shibwe. Kick to Wheeler. Got it.
Beautiful. First 5 minutes of the second half, so crucial for Kentucky. You want to try to put Robert Morris away. For Robert Morris, you want to do the same thing that you did against Central Florida. Claw your way back into this basketball game. Got it to single digits in the second half.
Wheeler
That is his niftiness. He's
doing that. I think he's as skilled a 6'10 player as Mike Krzyzewski's had since Danny Ferry played for him.
Were you as skilled as 6'8 players he's ever had?
No.
Tight ends at the NFL level. Heels no, and down with the rebound is Toppin, who can sky just like his older brother can. Wheeler, little hesitation. Wow, is that pretty?
The one thing you cannot do when that ball is loose is bend down to try to get it. You got to dive on that thing and get possession.
Wheeler, not known as a long-range 6'10 freshman.
He's a star.
And he appears, and we've seen it a few times tonight, Jay, you can take away what he wants to do, and he can do something else.
Well, he's just got unbelievable skill for his size. Communication defensively. Kellen Grady tried to ice that elbow screen, but when you ice it, you have to have defensive help, which he did not have.
Shibwe will take it, knew he missed it, followed it, and of course he got it back. His 19th rebound. Wheeler lays it in.